By all accounts, America is a nation of substance users. More than 2/3 of us are taking at least one prescription drug, and more than half of us drink alcohol on a regular basis. Marijuana consumption is on the rise as more states relax their laws on its use. But even legal substances, when misused, can result in serious problems to society. Beyond the human suffering, alcohol and drug abuse costs the nation more than $400 billion each year due to lost productivity, health problems, and crime. The response to substance abuse has had troublesome consequences of its own. Over the past 3 decades, the number of people in prison for drug crimes has soared. Our country now has the highest incarceration rates in the world. What should we do when drug and alcohol use become a problem for society? Interviews conducted with people across the country found a wide range of views about the issue. To start the conversation, we'll explore 3 different approaches that emerged from those interviews. One option is to keep people safe through stronger laws. Another option is to address the social and economic conditions that foster substance abuse. And a third option is to uphold personal freedom and allow people to make informed choices about the substance they use. More options may emerge during our conversation. For each, we'll explore potential actions, trade-offs, and consequences to consider. Option 1. Keep people safe. From this perspective, our top priority should be to protect people from the dangers posed by substance abuse. All of us are at risk, whether it's from people driving under the influence, drug-related crime, or having our families devastated by addiction. This option says the best way to protect ourselves is by enforcing strict laws on the manufacture, use, and sale of alcohol and drugs. To keep our roads safer, we could develop a field test for marijuana impairment that police officers could use, the way they use breathalyzers to measure alcohol levels. Or what if states developed specialized drug courts and mandatory treatment programs for people convicted of lower-level crimes? Prosecutors could then concentrate on crimes that involve large-scale drug trafficking or that result in serious harm. Employers could increase workplace safety by randomly testing their workers for drugs and alcohol. But some people say these actions would limit individual freedom and choice. Could we live with the trade-off? Option 2. Address the conditions that foster substance abuse. This option says we should look at the bigger picture and do something about the social, cultural, and economic conditions that foster substance abuse. For example, studies have found that people are more likely to use drugs and alcohol in times of high unemployment. In that case, creating more good jobs in disadvantaged communities would reduce substance use. Advertising, popular music, and movies often push substances as the way to have fun or feel better. What if we limited advertising of pharmaceuticals and alcohol the way we do with tobacco? We could also pressure media to present realistic images of the negative effects of alcohol and drugs. And we could focus more on things we can do in our own communities. Colleges, high schools, and youth groups, for instance, could sponsor more alcohol-free entertainment for young people. But some people are concerned that this option treats substance abusers as victims rather than decision-makers in their own lives. Focusing on societal factors may discourage them from taking personal responsibility for their actions. Option 3. Uphold individual freedom. This view says adults should have the freedom to make their own choices about substance use, and that resources should be readily available for those who seek treatment for drug and alcohol addictions. Accurate, non-judgmental information is at the heart of this option. To help individuals make healthy choices or seek help for addictions, communities could direct resources to programs aimed at education, encouraging safe practices, treatment, and recovery. What if more states would legalize and regulate less addictive substances like marijuana? Efforts to banish alcohol during Prohibition infringed on our rights and proved to be ineffective. Rather than repeat the mistakes of the past, we could regulate and support marijuana production as economic development. According to this option, strict laws and unfair sentencing practices discourage sick people from seeking treatment. and have led to our nation having the highest incarceration rate in the world. To remedy this, citizens could advocate for fair sentencing laws, and policymakers could reduce prison sentences for nonviolent drug offenses. But without serious penalties, people might not have the incentive to change their behavior, and relying on the willpower of individuals might increase the potential risk to children and others. Are those trade-offs we could accept? Substance use is a complicated issue that can create serious problems for society. What actions are likely to have the most impact? What are we willing to give up by taking those actions? What can we do as individuals, as a community, and at policy levels to address the problems? Deliberation on how to balance freedom, safety, and fairness will require us to weigh trade-offs against those things we hold most valuable. It may not be easy, but this is the difficult, rewarding work of citizenship. So let's get talking.